When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good game.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskers will have it first and 10. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's West. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
That's caught. It's Sampson. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man. It's Staley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Young. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following on for a massive fumble recovery.
Backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. On the run, it's Peppers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Right on the money. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He'll sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play. Running
to Green. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? Like, I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow and give up the 4th down run.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W. And a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense set on 1st down. The give on the option. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Just on. On that kickoff, don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Slater. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, what a cut! And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Sails one into the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Huskers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to print the field position with the return. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wide out. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Number 19 on to punt it away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got his man on the outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Peppers. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The option look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but it's better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Staley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a third and long. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes...
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Young. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Touchdown, Husker! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Huge loss on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds a little space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Gain of 2.
The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.